Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Suci Nazira and NIM 19018044. In this lesson, I will tell you about chapter 10. It's about syntax 2. In this chapter, we look at the transformations that a deep structure must go through in order to take the form of the surface structure, the actual utterance, with the addition of transformational rules. We can generate the actual sentences of the language. We can also clarify the relationship between sentences and their meanings. But these rules should also do something else. They should avoid the generating of ungrammatical sentences. To meet this criterion, it's necessary that we also define certain constraints on the transformational rules. In this lesson, there are several titles, consist 7 titles. I will tell you the first title is about transformation. Transformation are operations that add, delete, or change elements in one structure to produce another structure. According to this definition, the insertion of a lexical item into a phrase structure 3 might be considered a transformational because it introduces or adds a complex element into a structure, whereas the phrase structure rules simply reanalyze or break down sentence structures. Nevertheless, we will refer to transformational component as all the rules that apply after all lexical items have been inserted into trees. I will show you a tree about transformation. Look at this tree. Deep structure for sentence. A girl has seen a man. In first, there is subject. Under subject, there are noun phrase, auxiliary verb phrase, and that, lexical noun, and use tense, perfect tense. It have place and verb noun phrase, lexical verb see, and lexical that the is article, and there is a noun, lexical noun for the word man. Certain other operation must be performed to yield a grammatical English sentence. Okay, next to the second titles, it's about deep structures, surface structure, and meaning. The structuralists had been concerned strictly with the surface characteristic of sentences and had, therefore, worked with only one level of description. The transformational generative grammarian recognizes that there is no one-to-one relationship between sentences and meanings. And there are 6 examples of several purposes of one basic meaning in the following set of sentences. First example, Mary gave an apple to Bob. Second, Mary gave Bob an apple. 3. An apple was given to Bob by Mary. 4. Bob was given an apple by Mary. 5. It was Mary who gave Bob an apple. 6. Bob is the one Mary gave an apple to. Okay, next to the third titles, it's about 2 obligatory transformation. In this part, there are rules. It's called flip-flop rule. The flip-flop rule might be general as affix plus verbal plus affix. Condition, constituents affected by flip-flop may undergo the rule only once. Okay, next to 4 titles. It's about imperatives, questions, and negation. The formation of imperative, question, and negations involves operations that are signaled by constituents in the deep structure. The first rule of the phrase structure grammar must be altered at this point to introduce this constituent. In other words, a sentence will consist of an noun phrase, an auxiliary, and a verb phrase. But it may also optionally be a question and imperative, a negative and negative question, or a negative imperative. Okay, next picture. Deep structure for the sentence. Wash the car. You can look subject with some noun, imperative, noun phrase, auxiliary, verb phrase. And to make a sentence, we have to begin with subject and make the subject by noun phrase, lexical noun, and use auxiliary, present tense, and with modal, lexical modal, will, and verb phrase. There is lexical verb, there is lexical that, and lexical noun. The flip-flop rule then switches the order of the constituent press plus wash, giving wash and plus press. The lexical formation rule then tell us that wash and press is wash, thus generating the sentence wash the car. Okay, thank you people, and I hope you understand about what I tell to you. Okay, see ya.
Okay. Next material is transformations with embedded sentences. Well, let's see this paragraph. This sentence. The child likes the horse that roams on the farm. You see? In this structure, one sentence is contained within another. The sentence, the horse roams on the farm, appears under the category label S, which appears directly under the category label NP. You can see this. The sentence the horse roam on the farm under the category label S and NP. See? The sentence is called an embedded sentences. Okay, next material is the ordering of transformations. Some transformational rules, like phonological rules, may be ordered. For example, the imperative transformations must apply before the FF rule, as illustrated in the sentence wash the car. This. Wash the car. If the FF rule were to apply first to reverse the order of press and will, and then the imperative transformation were to apply to delete will, we would have press plus wash. Then we could not derive the desired order wash plus press, Because flip-flop was already applied to press and FF is permitted to apply to each constituent only once. Next, constraint in syntax. To illustrate, consider the structure shown in figure 10.5. You see 10.5. Yes, this one. With the exception of the conjoined noun phrases in the embedded sentence, all other rules generating this structure have previously been presented. After the insertion of lexical items, you can see the result in figure 10.6. You see? Okay, maybe that's enough.